Chapter 3: The Architecture of Safety. David Okonkwo was everything Moloch was not. He was tall in the way that commanded rooms. He was wealthy in the way that required no explanation. He was confident in the way that only came from never having been truly afraid. He drove a black Mercedes. He wore watches that cost more than most people's weddings. He spoke in complete sentences and expected to be heard. He was also, Zara would later learn, a monster. But monsters do not introduce themselves as monsters. They introduce themselves as saviors. David approached her at the corporate mixer with a glass of champagne and a compliment that sounded rehearsed but landed anyway. "You're the only person here who looks like they'd rather be somewhere else." "I like my job," she said. "I just don't like pretending I do." He laughed, a real laugh, or what seemed like a real laugh. Honesty. I forgot what that sounded like. They talked for 20 minutes. He asked about her work. He remembered details from her answers. He made her feel seen in a way that Moloch, for all his poetry, sometimes failed to do, because Moloch saw her soul, but David saw her resume. And right now, her resume needed validation. "Whoever you're dating," David said as they exchanged numbers, "they should be putting a ring on it." "We're not engaged." "Then he's an idiot." Zara smiled. She did not correct him. She did not say that Moloch had never once made her feel like an idiot for loving him. She did not say that Moloch's love was not the problem. The problem was that love, no matter how deep, could not pay rent. The problem was that she was tired. Not tired of Moloch, tired of wanting. Tired of calculating. Tired of watching her friends buy apartments while she counted coins. Tired of her mother's gentle questions about, "When will you find someone serious?" Tired of being 31 years old and still sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Moloch left for overseas 6 weeks later. They had one last night together. He cooked for her jollof rice with grilled plantains, the same meal he had made on their first anniversary. They drank wine that costs too much for his budget. They made love in the dark and pretended not to notice that both of them were crying. "I'll come back," he whispered. "I know," she said. She did not say, "But I might not be here when you do." The first month after he left, she waited. The second month, she waited differently with less hope and more routine. The third month, she stopped waiting and started living. She went out with friends. She accepted a promotion. She stopped checking her phone every 10 minutes for messages from a time zone 7 hours ahead.